That's Bobby Hillard there from Clonakilty, who was there yesterday. Jay Corwin is with WBZ Radio in Boston. Morning, Jay.
I am. Hello, Jonathan. How are you?
It's Victor now, Jay. I suppose, listen, our thoughts are with the people of Boston this morning. I know it's early in the morning over on your side of the pond. But what's the feeling on the ground at the moment, Jay? What are people saying now that people, I guess, have had a couple of hours to compose themselves and try and figure out what has happened?
Yeah, right now, not a lot happening overnight. It's just after 4 a.m. here on the East Coast. Pretty much standing pat as of last night. The one development here overnight, they did serve a search warrant in a suburb of Boston here with what's said to be someone potentially associated with what happened. But again, that's still in the infancy process there. Other than that, city's on lockdown, very eerie. Boston proper, not real big. It's about 89 square miles, just twice the size of Dublin, just about. So a pretty small area we're talking about. So I guess we will find out more in the next coming hours. This morning, word is they're looking over a lot of surveillance tape. That's the main goal this morning, try and find any clues.
Where were you, Jay, when all of this happened yesterday? What were you doing?
I was in a suburb of Boston, about 3 miles away, called Somerville. I was not at the race. I was planning to meet some friends, got caught up with some stuff at home, and didn't make it down there. And again, it happened about 2:50 in the afternoon, actually my day off. And now, obviously, I'm in, and now less than a mile from where the blast occurred.
Okay, I suppose something that we've been noticing over here, as everybody else, is the word terrorism has not been kind of put about the place as quickly as it normally would have been in the past. Yeah,
there was definitely some waiting as far as that goes. It depends on who you talk to. Homeland Security Committee Chair Michael McCall, he blatantly came out and said that it has all the telltale signs of a terror attack. Local officials not as quick to say so. So yeah, that still hasn't been officially coined the term. And of course, President Obama spoke yesterday about 3+ hours after the blast, and he didn't use that term, but used similar lingo to the when we're dealing with terrorism.
Because I know that this, even one of the Irish runners that we heard from there momentarily kind of was feeling it may have been a gas explosion. Is that a possibility at this moment in time?
No, that's been ruled out. Although, particularly in Boston, it's a pretty old city, relatively speaking, for America. The infrastructure, that's not uncommon. Manhole covers, et cetera, to kind of blow up. But basically, after the first explosion at 2:50 p.m. Eastern time here, that was the thought for maybe 10+ seconds. But then when you see a second blast, kind of concurrent, just blocks away, that kind of knocks that down, and seems like it's, a little more fishy. And is there any further updates, Jay, to what happened in the JFK library? They're still saying was not related at all. It started, first reports came out as an electrical fire, then it came out that it was an explosive, and then police came out, made an official statement late last night that it in fact was not related, but an electrical fire. However, part of the front entrance, the left-hand side of the door, missing a small section of wall. So that still seems up in the air, but official word is that not related and just an electrical fire. And obviously, while what has happened in Boston is incredibly sad, I suppose what's been echoed around the world is an 8-year-old child has lost his life. Correct. Yeah, the numbers right now, 3 confirmed dead. We assume that number will rise today. 17 in critical condition overnight, and 140 plus. That's nearing 150 now at this hour for people hospitalized. Boston, well known for its medical personnel here, some of the best in the world. So that's a positive. But a lot of word of amputations performed overnight, and a lot of lower limb injuries as well. Horrific stuff. Jay, listen, much obliged for you for taking our call this morning. I know it's quite early where you are. That's Jay Corwin from WBZ Radio in Boston. It is Victor Barry and Cork Talks back, and I guess the footage that is floating around online, you can go to boston.com or the Boston Globe there. And it is, just bear in mind, if you are looking at this, and it will turn up on people's Facebook pages over the next couple of hours, and if you're on YouTube, it'll be in your subscriptions, no doubt. It is kind of harrowing stuff.